Deep in a land, far beyond the rolling hills and sparkling seas, lay a place untouched by time. A realm where magic danced in the air and the very earth hummed with ancient secrets. It was a place of wonder, a sanctuary of vibrant life, where the ordinary transformed into the extraordinary with every sunrise. Of sparkling rivers, rivers that shimmered with 1,000 hues, reflecting the colors of the rainbow in their crystal-clear depths. These were not mere waterways, they were the lifeblood of this enchanted domain, carrying whispers of forgotten tales and nourishing the roots of the ancient forest. And towering trees, trees that scraped the sky with their leafy fingers, their branches intertwined like the arms of old friends sharing secrets. These were the guardians of the land, their roots delving deep into the earth, anchoring the magic and protecting the delicate balance of nature. There was a place called the Whispering Woods, a place where the rustling leaves carried messages on the breeze, where the sunlight dappled through the canopy in patterns that seemed to tell stories, and where every shadow held a hint of mystery. The jungle whispered secrets, secrets carried on the wind, rustling through the leaves and echoing in the calls of the wild creatures that called it home. These weren't just any secrets, they were the keys to understanding the heart of the forest, the rhythm of its life, and the magic that pulsed beneath its surface. To those who listened closely, to those who opened their hearts and minds to the subtle language of the natural world, it was a language spoken not with words but with feelings, intuitions, and a deep connection to the earth. Where the juiciest mangoes hid, plump and ripe, bursting with the sweet taste of sunshine and adventure. The whispers would guide you to the hidden groves where the branches sagged under the weight of these golden treasures, or which flower would bloom next, revealing its vibrant colors and intoxicating fragrance to the world. The jungle knew the perfect moment for each blossom to unfurl, a secret whispered only to those who were patient and observant. The animals knew this magic. They were the keepers of the forest's wisdom, their senses attuned to the subtle shifts in energy and the hidden currents of the land. They understood the language of the Whispering Woods in a way that no human ever could, and listened with their hearts open to the joys and sorrows of the forest, their spirits intertwined with the fate of every living thing. They felt the pulse of the jungle within their own beings, a connection that transcended words and understanding, making every day an adventure. Each sunrise brought new discoveries, new friendships, and new opportunities to explore the wonders of their enchanted home. Life in the Whispering Woods was a constant celebration of nature's beauty and the power of connection. One morning, the jungle's whisper was sad and quiet. The usual symphony of sounds was replaced by a somber melody, a lament that echoed through the trees and settled heavy in the hearts of the animals. The monkeys stopped swinging, their playful chatter silenced as they sensed the shift in the forest's mood. They clung to the branches, their eyes wide with concern, wondering what could have caused such a change. The sloths opened their eyes, their usually sleepy gaze now filled with a sense of unease. They stretched their necks, trying to catch a glimpse of the source of the disturbance, their slow movements betraying their growing anxiety. And even the hummingbirds paused, their wings frozen mid-flight as they listened intently to the mournful whisper of the jungle. The vibrant colors of their feathers seemed to dim, reflecting the somber mood of the forest. Something was wrong. A disharmony in the delicate balance of the Whispering Woods, a shadow that had fallen upon their enchanted home. The air felt heavy, the light seemed to fade, and a sense of foreboding permeated every corner of the jungle, and all the animals felt it. From the smallest insects to the largest creatures, a wave of concern rippled through the jungle, uniting them in their shared unease. They knew that something precious was at stake, something that needed their immediate attention. The usual happy sounds were gone, the cheerful chirping of birds, the playful chatter of monkeys, the gentle rustling of leaves, all replaced by an unsettling silence. The forest held its breath, waiting, listening, hoping for a sign, replaced by a hush, a deep, profound hush that seemed to amplify the sense of unease, making every rustle and creak sound like a warning. The silence was a heavy blanket, smothering the joy and vitality of the Whispering Woods. The animals looked at each other worried, their eyes reflecting the shared anxiety and uncertainty that gripped the jungle. They sought reassurance in each other's gaze, a silent promise to face whatever lay ahead together, sensing that someone needed help. They could feel the distress emanating from the heart of the forest, a silent cry for assistance that resonated deep within their souls. They knew that they had to act, and act quickly. They knew they had to bring happiness back, to restore the joy and harmony that had been lost, to chase away the shadows and rekindle the light in the whispering woods. The task seemed daunting, but their determination burned bright, but didn't know where to start. The silence offered no clues, the whispers were faint and unclear, and the path ahead was shrouded in mystery. They were a group of brave and compassionate creatures, but they needed a plan, a direction, a spark of inspiration to guide them on their quest. In the heart of the jungle lived Elara, a gentle elephant with twinkling eyes and a remarkable memory. Elara remembered everything: paths, songs, and every friend's favorite thing. She was the memory keeper, always ready to help with a kind word or a remembered joke. Her memory was her way of showing love, making her the heart of the jungle family. Today, Elara felt the jungle's sadness deeply. She closed her eyes, searching her memories for what was missing. Whose laughter or song was absent? Elara knew it was up to her to solve the mystery and bring joy back. She set out to find which friend needed her help most. Deep within the heart of the world, where ancient trees whispered secrets to the wind and sunlight danced through emerald leaves, lay a place of wonder. It was a realm untouched by the ordinary, a sanctuary where magic bloomed in every corner. This enchanted place, brimming with life and laughter, was known as the Whispering Woods. The Whispering Woods was home to a collection of the most wonderful friends you could ever imagine. They weren't just neighbors, they were a family, bound together by laughter, shared adventures, and a deep love for their vibrant home. Each one brought something special to the woods, a unique spark that made their community shine. First, there was Pip the parrot, a feathered friend as bright and cheerful as the morning sun. Pip was known throughout the Whispering Woods for his dazzling feathers, a kaleidoscope of colors that shimmered and sparkled with every movement. They were like a painter's masterpiece, a vibrant testament to the beauty of the jungle. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, Pip would perch himself atop the tallest mango tree, ready to greet the day. From his lofty stage, he sang every morning from the tallest mango tree, his voice echoing through the trees. His melodies were infectious, spreading like wildfire and filling the jungle with joy. Even the grumpiest creatures couldn't help but tap their feet to Pip's cheerful tunes. Then, there was Milo the monkey, a playful prankster with a heart of gold. Milo was easily recognizable by his rainbow tail, a vibrant splash of color that trailed behind him as he swung through the trees. It was as unique and unforgettable as his personality. With his boundless energy and silly antics, Milo was the jungle's comedian, always ready to bring a smile to someone's face. He was always ready with a joke or a helping hand, making sure everyone felt loved and appreciated. No matter the problem, Milo could find a way to lighten the mood and offer support. And who could forget Beatrice the bear, a kind and nurturing soul who watched over all the creatures of the Whispering Woods? Beatrice was wise and gentle, a comforting presence in the lives of her friends. Her warm eyes held a depth of understanding, and her gentle paws were always ready to offer a comforting embrace. She was famous for her delicious honey cakes, baked with love and shared with everyone in the jungle. More than just a baker, Beatrice offered warm hugs and advice to anyone who needed it, making her the heart of the Whispering Woods. Together, Pip, Milo, and Beatrice made the jungle vibrant and happy, a place where everyone felt safe, loved, and cherished. Kiki the chameleon, with her ever-changing colors, Kiki changed colors with her mood, reflecting the emotions of the jungle in her vibrant hues. And Sheldon the tortoise, wise and patient, Sheldon told slow, amazing stories, weaving tales of adventure and wonder that captivated all who listened. Every creature had a special place, a role to play in the symphony of the Whispering Woods. They each had a special place in the jungle and in each other's hearts, creating a tapestry of love and belonging. Their friendship was the real magic, the invisible thread that connected them all. It was this bond that made every day bright, filling their lives with laughter and joy. But today something was different. The air felt heavy, the colors seemed muted, and that magic felt dim, as if a shadow had fallen over the Whispering Woods. Elara paused, a thoughtful expression spreading across her face. Something felt incomplete, like a puzzle with a missing piece. The forest was quiet, unusually so. Then it struck her with the force of a gentle breeze. Elara realized what was missing: Pip's morning song. The vibrant melody that usually filled the air, announcing the start of a new day, was absent. It was like the forest itself was holding its breath, waiting for the familiar tune to return. She knew she had to find him. With a determined glint in her eye, she set off in search of her feathered friend. It didn't take long before she spotted him perched on a low branch, looking forlorn and out of sorts. She found Pip on a low branch, his usual cheerful demeanor replaced with a quiet sadness. His vibrant plumage, usually a riot of color, seemed muted and faded. The sparkle in his eyes, usually so bright and full of life, was dimmed, his feathers dull, his eyes sad. He looked like a rainbow that had lost its colors, a songbird that had forgotten its song. He looked up at Alara with a mixture of worry and despair. Pip whispered, "It's gone, my song is gone. It's just vanished. I don't know where it went or how to get it back." His voice was barely a whisper, filled with a sense of loss. He wrung his tiny claws together, his brow furrowed in confusion. "I can't remember my melody." The notes, the rhythm, the very essence of his song had disappeared, leaving him feeling empty and lost. It was as if a part of him was missing. Seeing Pip's distress, Alara knew she couldn't let him face this alone. She called for their friends Milo and Beatrice, who rushed to their side, their faces etched with concern. Milo and Beatrice joined, trying to cheer him up, offering words of comfort and encouragement. They knew how much Pip's song meant to him, and to the entire forest. Pip tried to sing, to recapture even a fragment of his lost melody, but all that came out was a weak, pathetic sound. But Pip could only manage a sad squeak. The sound was a mere shadow of his usual vibrant song, a testament to the depth of his loss. Beatrice, ever the optimist, placed a comforting paw on Pip's wing. Beatrice promised, "We'll help you find it. We won't rest until your song is back where it belongs." Her voice was filled with determination and unwavering support. Alara knew that simply remembering the notes wouldn't be enough. Pip's song was more than notes. It was the essence of his being, the expression of his joy, the soundtrack to their lives. It was his joy. It was the feeling that poured out of him when he sang, the happiness that spread to everyone who heard it. It was the very heart of Pip. She closed her eyes, trying to recall the melody, the rhythm, the feeling of Pip's song. She remembered every trill and warble, every high note and low note, every intricate detail of his beautiful song. But she knew that simply remembering the notes wasn't enough. Pip needed to reconnect with the feeling, the emotion, the joy that fueled his music. But new Pip needed to feel the happiness behind the song. He needed to rediscover the spark that made his song so special. The friends gathered, their faces determined, their hearts filled with hope. They were united in their mission to help their friend. The friends gathered, determined to help Pip remember. They knew that together, they could overcome any obstacle. Alara closed her eyes, delving deep into the recesses of her memory, searching for a clue, a hint, anything that could help Pip. Alara searched her memories for a clue. She sifted through countless moments, reliving shared experiences, searching for the key to unlocking Pip's lost song. Then, a memory surfaced, clear and vivid. She recalled a day when Pip's song was magical, a day when his voice soared through the forest, filled with an unparalleled joy and vibrancy. It was after a refreshing rain in the glimmering glade, when the air was clean and crisp, and the forest sparkled with 1,000 tiny rainbows. After a rain in the glimmering glade, the memory was like a beacon, shining brightly in the darkness of Pip's despair. An idea sparked in her mind, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. "Let's go there," she suggested, her voice filled with newfound enthusiasm. The thought of the glimmering glade, the memory of Pip's joyful song, filled her with optimism, hope lighting her eyes. She believed that if they could recreate the conditions, they could rekindle Pip's lost melody. The friends looked at each other, their faces reflecting a shared sense of hope and excitement. The friends agreed, ready for an adventure. They knew that this journey, this quest for Pip's lost song, was something they had to do together. And so, with renewed determination and a shared sense of purpose, they set off towards the glimmering glade, their hearts filled with hope and anticipation. Their quest to find Pip's lost song had begun. The journey would be long, but their friendship would guide them every step of the way. Alara led the way, remembering Pip's happiest song in the glimmering glade after a sun shower. Pip perked up at the mention of the glade, recalling its sweet-smelling flowers. Milo cheered, "A clue! Let's go!" Beatrice packed honey cakes for the journey. The friends set off, their spirits lifting with purpose. Pip rode on Alara's back, feeling safer. The jungle seemed to encourage them, sunlight guiding their path. Their adventure was filled with hope and friendship. Together they journeyed toward the glimmering glade. The journey was full of teamwork. Alara carried Milo and Pip across the brook, while Beatrice splashed through happily. Milo untangled vines, creating a path for his friends. Along the way, they shared happy memories, laughter pushing away the sadness. They reached the field of singing stones where the wind made the rocks hum. Pip listened, feeling a spark of music return. The gentle melody reminded him of his love for song. The friends pressed on, their bond growing stronger. The singing stones awakened Pip's hope. At the edge of the glimmering glade, a dark cave blocked their way. Milo and Pip were scared, but Beatrice reassured them, "Together we're brave." She shared honey cakes, giving everyone courage. Ilara led the way, her big feet steady. Inside, every sound echoed, making Milo nervous. Ilara reminded him of their echo game from last year. They made silly noises, laughter echoing through the cave. The darkness turned fun, their teamwork chasing away fear. Even Pip giggled, feeling lighter. Their laughter filled the cave, making it bright with joy. They emerged as a stronger team, ready for the final step. The glade was just ahead. Their courage and friendship had carried them through. The friends stepped into the glimmering glade, where dewdrops sparkled in the sun. Pip saw reminders of happy times with his friends, gifts, shared berries, sunsets. The glade was filled with memories of kindness and laughter. Ilara smiled. "You sing your happiest when your heart is full of love." Milo and Beatrice offered Pip small gifts, their love shining through. Pip's heart filled with joy, and suddenly his song returned. A clear, beautiful melody filled the glade, brighter than ever. The jungle seemed to sigh in relief. Pip's song was back, stronger with the love of his friends. The magic of friendship had restored his melody. Pip's song brought joy back to the Whispering Woods. Animals gathered, celebrating with laughter and cheer. Pip thanked his friends. "My song comes from all of you." Ilara replied, "A friend is a memory your heart never forgets." From then on, Pip's song was more beautiful, filled with love and adventure. Whenever anyone felt sad, they listened to Pip's song and remembered they were never alone. Ilara, the memory keeper, held their precious moments safe. The animals learned the greatest magic was friendship. It was in the little things, in helping each other, and in knowing they were loved. And thanks to Ilara, no one ever forgot that lesson.